Find the assassins. Oh my god. Take the saucy archer on then. But she didn't seem saucy. Oh wait. What's it here? It was here. You decided to skip Black Swan and Sparkle. You're rolling for Acheron since she's supposedly more OP than Jinglin. Yeah, she's super strong. The spot is usually quite deserted. I was ambushed by them here once. Every night, look for a place to hide. If I'm ambushed, that's your cue to capture them. Okay, hide behind there and don't move. I'll go fish for some baddies. Oh, how dismal. The loyal retainers who patrol with me are busy today. All of them. It's good that they're keeping busy, though. Busy is good. Alas, I'll have to make the rounds all by my lonesome self. Good thing Penacony's a super safe place. So safe that you won't even run into danger walking down a dark alley alone. So very quiet, and no family members on the streets. So different from the hotel premises. Majesty, help! I'm stuck in the phone booth! Who's calling for help? Stuck in a phone booth? How careless. Hold on, I'll be right there. She runs out of your line of sight in an instant, probably forgetting that she's still in dire danger. It's a trap. Why did she suddenly run off? Gotta hurry and keep up with her. If she was assassinated right under my nose, I'd totally run the Nameless's repute through the mud. I'm gonna roll for Sparkle because she's good for Dan Hung too. Real question is, when is the Hunt's Trailblazer releasing? Who knows? I don't know what you're talking about. You can't have forgotten. Even soulless livestock would not forget such an atrocity. Elephant, calm down. We're executioners, not bandits. But Swanga, how could she have forgotten everything and lived life like nothing happened? Probably just as we feared. After coming to Penacony, she made a deal with the family's upper echelon and sealed her past memories away. Even after so many ambushes, after assassinating her so many times, she still can't remember at all. This is more distressing than anticipated. Gentlemen, I really do not know what you're talking about. I don't remember what I did that made you so vengeful. You must have mistaken me for someone else. You really think you're some hotshot emperor? How about I kill you again and we'll see if you've really forgotten. Everyone, eyes on me. Elephant, stop. Miss, this has nothing to do with you. Please leave now. It's in everyone's best interest. I can't stand by and watch someone die. It's not like it's a real death. I'll just give her a jolt. Maybe she'll remember what she did, and that's all. Wong is right. We're not bandits, but we do have something we need to do. Sorry about that. Oh. Okay.
你没意识到事态严重，你思过吧？生命不止周而复始。
Lampo is 5'9". How do you know?
看着有点虚。嘿，
如今是天虹奔涌，起！
还要抵赖，我待判罚。优美的姿
That's
势。
how Firefly profiled him? Oh, right.
你
I
病得不
forgot.
轻。
You got ice cream. Ooh, what flavor? Yay, ice queen.
天虹，破！
Don't run. I can still fight. Forget it, Illiphant. Stop. Any more and we'll alert the family. Grey Knight, please stop. You there. It's not that I revel in forcing your hand, but you will explain once and for all your repeated ambushes on me. Option of profanity. Looks like you really don't remember a thing. What exactly do you want me to remember? Your crimes! Spill it now. Stop beating around the bush. I know it's really annoying to do this, but she must recall her own crimes, or else it won't matter even if we bring her back. Because of the cursed arm of the law. But if it weren't for that cursed justice system, you would be no different from her. Mind memory's pretty good. I've never forgotten anything, nor will I. Where were you born? What sort of idiot question is that? I was born in... I do have some memories. No, plenty of them, that feel like they didn't exist before. I only remember that I am an emperor, governing the citizens of Penacony. But where did I come from? When did I become emperor? I truly can't remember. Those memories were too cruel, even for someone like you. After fleeing to Penacony, you asked the family to seal them off. Grey Knight, I'm in a conundrum. Should I be finding those memories? And at least it'll be clear why these ruffians hate me so much. You decide for yourself. She doesn't get a choice, she must find her memories. I should find my memories, especially if in those memories are buried heinous sins that I've committed. That's because you're a good person. Yes, I am a good person, and good people must face their evils. It looks like Penacony has indeed changed you. It's a pity that... Never mind, I'll drop it for now. If your memories have really been sealed by the family, then I don't know how to retrieve them either. It's a dead end. If the family did it, I have an idea. You do? What idea could you possibly have? You are from the Astral Express, yeah? I heard that you can do the impossible. I trust your Illithid. Now, it's up to your skills, Nameless. How about you? You agree, Emperor? Yes. Please help me retrieve my memories, Grey Knight. We can never escape our own past, for better or worse. Do you have any items that have to do with your past? An item to do with her past, let me think. How about this? Try using something that is connected to us. It is her past, after all, that created the present, me and Illithon. This is a heart? This is a piece of the community center in Pazdrak City. What? Where's that? Beast, does Pazdrak truly mean nothing to you? Illithon, enough! Nameless, if this old part can let you do your thing, we'll leave it to you. You got a brownie sonic blast. Nice suit. Once you're ready, please help me retrieve my memories, Grey Knight. We can never escape our own past, for better or worse. Oh, are we going into our cognition? Oh shit, we are. Oh, all of these are cognition. Okay. Alright, story time. Hey, Grey Knight. Grey Knight, stop standing there in the daze. Grey Knight, what's going on? Are you asleep? Who are you? Stop giving me a fright. Are you out of your mind? I'm your most beloved Pupsha Empire's Princess Ptiosik II. Why has your majesty turned into a child? And why are we on Yarvilo? Your majesty? You want to lose your head? You call the emperor your majesty. Oh wait, this is actually different.
Your Majesty, you want to lose your head? You call the Emperor your Majesty. I'm a princess, so you will address me as your Highness. How many times have I told you not to get the titles wrong? Why can't you remember? You knights risen from common lineage are excellent in everything but etiquette.
Your Highness? Like these are Chiochix the Second's sealed memories. He's an actual member of the Empire?
Snap out of it. We're off to the forest. I've had so much homework lately, and I've made an appointment for the florist to only cater to the both of us.
For your Highness to visit our humble shop, we are splendiferously honored to host you. And for you to especially make this trip, all you have to do is make a selection of your favorite blooms and I would deliver them personally to you. My lowly shop is not worthy of your glorious presence.
It was just an excuse to come out for a stroll. You probably don't know, we Imperials rarely get any opportunities to leave the labyrinthine hellhole.
Gradagy, thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay here. In any case, please call on me if you wish to buy anything, Your Highness.
My older brother has ascended the throne for more than 2 years and our relationship has grown distant. I gift him with spindle blooms that I used to love. I think he'd be happy.
We have plenty of spindle blooms in storage. I'll fetch as many as you wish. It's just spindle blooms are bargain bin flowers for commoners. To present them to His Majesty, would that be somewhat...
It's fine. Spindle blooms will do just fine. Even if he's the Emperor, he's still my older brother. No one knows him better than I do.
Your wish is my command. I will prepare the arrangement immediately. Please wait a moment.
Take your time. We aren't in a hurry anyway. The gift of flowers is mainly to let my brother think that I'm still his naive younger sister. It will make the discussion of many future matters much more amicable. Giving him some flowers to cheer him up, and maybe he'll be willing to lift the tax levies on those poor folk along the frontier star districts.
He's not a child, so he won't play into your hands.
But I am. But I am. One must know the reason to move the heart. Those high officials have done this sort of stuff before, but none was able to move him. It probably won't work either on verbally... It probably wouldn't work either to verbally spar with him using facts and reason. In the realm of governance, even children have their own weapons. They don't lie, plot, or vie for power. Or at least that's how everyone thinks of them. So when I skip in with a huge bouquet of spindle blooms crying and wailing to beg him to remove tax levies, no one will think that it's an issue of governance. Just an innocent desire of a little girl. If the scenes reach that stage, His Majesty still refuses to soften those people's hardships, the resulting pressure will surely be excruciatingly torturous for my silly older brother. And I know him. He may not care about the people, but he cares about what the history books will write about him.
You're scary.
I was born into imperiality, after all. Just putting what I've learned and heard to practice. Where's the shop owner? Is he planting seeds or something?
Your Highness. Your Highness. Green Knight, you must take Her Highness and flee.
Lieutenant Chapuk, what's wrong with you?
It's a coup. Your second sister wants to usurp the throne. His Majesty has been assassinated.
What? Second sister? She killed...
Green Knight, run. Take her with you. That bad woman will exterminate all successors to the throne. Hurry! The lieutenant musters all his strength and yells at the top of his lungs, then coughs up blood and stops breathing.
What in the world happened? I don't get it. I really don't.
Let's leave this place first.
Yeah.
Dustin... Oh. Where's the princess from the forest? Your Highness is hereby requested to return to the palace. The Emperor wishes to reminisce on days past. I'd heard the crown has fallen. The crown will not fall and the throne will never be vacant.
General Patit, my older brother was nothing but generous to you.
Your Highness, affairs of sentiment only mean something to people of your age, and that filthy commoner beside you. Since you will return with me, forgive me for being brusque. Hide behind me. So this didn't actually occur in Jarlo, right? Because this is not what their history is like.
苍龙着世。
幽府判罚，命狮王敕令再次成书。优美的姿势，本质如一。
天虹奔涌，哼，起！
Okay, we're good to auto now.
我代判罚。都有被风吹落的
Sampo
年
is
纪
Jervy's height. You must be Sampo. Wow, that's crazy. Are you a masked fool? Are you in with Sparkle?
Grey Knight, when I think about it, second sister isn't my mother's biological daughter, and they've never seen eye to eye. When she ascends the throne, the authority of the Empress Dowager's clan will be greatly reduced. Which is why you should first escape to Kinchartage's state. That's the Empress Dowager's fiefdom. Second sister's soldiers are crawling the streets. Let's find a car and set off and try not to alert these turncoats. Why'd you park the car so far away from the forest? Oh wait, I think that was my terrible idea to drive less, walk more. No point blaming yourself now. Let's go.
You're a little girl. Wow, they're so dumb. Take the car and leave.
Grey Knight, you drive. Stay off the main roads and take a detour through the countryside to exit the city. They probably won't be able to set up stringent blockades so quickly.
As if she would be the one driving. Later, the Empress Dowager rallied her army and overthrew my second sister's short-lived imperial rule. I ascended the throne and became the Pupsha Empire's emperor. In order to protect her young daughter, the Empress Dowager began ruling in her stead. It was disheartening that when I was of age, the Empress Dowager passed away, and my extended family did not intend to return my imperial authority to me. My conflicts with the regents became intense, and our relations gradually soured. It was clear to me that I was fast losing my position as a puppet ruler. It was clear to me that they intended to kill me sooner or later. General Docket, I've known you since I was a babe in arms. You were so heroic back then, but now, here you are, pathetically denying your own crimes. Your Majesty, even if you say that, I did not do it. Tax Collector Turian, he was an upright and moral official. Yet you, uncle, gave in your vileness and burned their whole family of 49 to death. I've received more than one memorial for you to pay your blood debts, but you are my blood kin, and I have not the heart to execute you. If you confess to your crimes on public broadcast and repent, I will only relinquish you of your duties and send you home. You were the one who killed them, didn't you? Such insolence! You committed mass murder and dare frame family for it. You're worse than a beast. General, do you remember? I was a puppet dancing in all your hands. How could I ever commit such a brutal deed? I know what you want. You want your power back. You just needed an excuse to purge the loyal servants who've toiled for you all these years. After my death, you will announce that the fiery tragedy was a result of consolidated authority among your relatives, and then you will force the council to pass a vote to reinstate your imperial authority. I could tell when you were just a baby. You and your father, your elder brother and sister, you're all the same, all beasts of nature.
Enough! Retainers, take him away!
Calm down first. You repulsive tyrant. I will end you today. Retainers, take my uncle home, and then summon Lenamar. Understood. Summon Lenamar. A short while later, a young woman named Lenamar enters the throne room. Her Majesty motions for the retainers to leave them, leaving just the two of them in the throne room. Lenamar, you've done well. Suspicious woman. Your Majesty has naught to do but command me. It is my utmost honor to serve your Majesty. I do not deserve any praise. Especially when your Majesty has promised me that I would be the Empire's spy master. This is the fortune that my ancestors have bequeathed me. How could I not reward you for such an important mission? But I do have some words of criticism. You overdid it this time. Your Majesty's words ring true, and I reflect upon my acts as well. But forces of nature cannot be controlled. Arson is something that is hard to grasp with precision. That is true. Alright, enough of this upsetting talk. Let me raise a glass to you. Grey Knight, bring out the wine for her. The wine poisoned. No witnesses. Belchik II nonchalantly tips a vial into one of the glasses. You witness everything. Pick any glass and bring it to her. The Emperor has decided to leave the decision to you. Bring the safe wine. Belchik II nods her head. She agrees with your decision because she trusts you, far more than anyone else in this world. A toast, Spy Master Lenamar. I thank you for your graces. Allow me then. Wine. It's amazing. In the next few months, I used the tax collector extermination as an excuse to eradicate the Empress Dowager's clansmen within and without the Imperial chambers. I traded 49 innocent lives to restore my own sovereignty. I thought that I would be safe if I just slayed my political enemies. But the more I slew, the more afraid I grew. It felt as if I had to kill more the more people who opposed my rule. Grey Knight! Grey Knight! I have a matter to entrust to you. Come right now. Well, where is this? Her memories are muddled. Let's see where she's gone. Witness her become a ruthless ruler.
余音不绝。
You consorted with insurgents in a plot to overthrow my imperial rule. My punishment to you was fair. There are winners and losers in war. This is only fair, but please, release my family, especially those children. They know nothing about politics, treason, or war. I don't want to do this either, of course, but can you guarantee that when they grow up, they won't hate the one who killed their father and attempt another coup? That's right, even I cannot promise that. Think how many hot babes can I pick up in my new Tesla in Honkai Star? 0. You can't drive it. Grey Knight, I've been waiting you for a while. Once again, the impoverished plot another insurgency, rallying together in an attempt to overthrow my rule. It's too important to leave to anyone else, so I'm entrusting you to handle this. You can't drive the car that you buy. Grey Knight, your chivalrous repute is known among the common folk. We do not wish to kill you. If you wish to abandon that villain, we would welcome a mighty warrior who fights to righteousness. If you insist on being a tyrant's fangs, we do not fear death either. Leave and I will pretend we never met. I understand. You do not wish to break your oath, but neither do you wish to harm the people. Thank you. I hope you will one day figure out where your true loyalty lies. Goodbye, Grey Knight. Grey Knight, where are you? Grey Knight! Get over here. There are plenty of matters I need you to handle. I can't do it all by myself. Lenamar, the Grey Knight has let you live for too long. Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this? Did you not know? The Grey Knight let you go once, but that's not important. What is that she should not have done so in the first place. I don't understand. I served your Majesty with all my heart. I've gone through heaven and hell for you. Why would you... I'm sorry, Lenamar. I'm very grateful to you, really. But you overdid it. When it could have been resolved with peace, you would meet it with violence. When strength was required, you'd massacre innocents. When you were in court, the other ministers stand uneasy. Weren't they all in your orders? And shouldn't you, your Majesty, be the last one to accuse me of massacre? Since you're about to die, I will forgive your verbal indiscretion. So, your Majesty's going to kill me now. I already have, with that wine glass half a stem hour ago. Oh my god. I can't believe that I spent so many credits. Get scammed JV dealerships or scams? Yeah, they are. You can buy a motorcycle too. To have you eat ice cream first and then roasted chicken later. I'm very aware of your tricks. Hi, Suds. What do you mean? Using ice cream to numb my tongue so I'd not be able to taste the poison on the meat. You think me a fool. I would never do that. The weather was blazing today, and ice cream melts easily, so that's why I advise you to eat the ice cream first. It wouldn't be tasty if it melted. Don't deny it. Retainers, take him away. Your Majesty, I've been wronged. I've been wronged. It's a Honkai motorcycle. Am I gonna die next? This car can talk to me but not drive. Yup. Grey Knight, you're finally here. Another batch of Imperial Guards has deserted. These guards have plenty of so-called evidence against me that they intend to use when they join IPC. Intercept them for me. The IPC has no jurisdictions in the Pupsha Empire's affairs. Not wicked. Gotta catch on the story. That's what gets you. Grey Knight. I knew she would send you. You're different from her in that you can be reasoned with. Which is why you should understand that we have to do this. Her rule must be ended. Not just for the Imperial Guards, but for the entire Pupsha Empire. Help me understand, Grey Knight. You fight for righteousness. Why would you wholeheartedly serve such a tyrant? It wasn't like that when she was young. Of course. Certainly no one is born of such a brutish beast, but to walk a tyrant's path, one does not need a cruel soul, just a weak heart. You wish to die for blind loyalty, or will you muster your courage and do the right thing for once? Should leave. Thank you, Great Knight. You've made the right choice. She gonna execute me? Grey Knight, get over here quickly. You toiled so long for me. I hope to reward you lavishly. Who's this? Kanade, good morning. Inquila to you too. Pass down my orders. Execute a saturation bombing on Pazdrek City. Your Majesty? Uprising has been quelled. What in the world are you doing? 3 rebellions have occurred in that city within 5 years. You want me to believe that the insurgency has been quelled? Cease with your jesting. Your Majesty, Pazdrek City may have been the insurgents' main base, but it does not belong to them. It belongs to the 4 million citizens who live there. I understand what you said, and I do not wish to do this either, but for the great Pupsha Empire, some brutal insurances are required. I hope you understand. But this isn't just some kind of insurance. You're just burning the forest for the trees. Enough. Since you love Pazdrek so much. Men, take this wizened thing up to the airspace of Pazdrek and toss him out along with the bombs. When does this end? I know you don't mean to inspire, but I'm clear that I am clear that if I simply release you, it will send a signal to others. I was merely using my own assets to provide relief to disaster victims. How's that wrong? The stellar winds this time were particularly intense, and disaster victims litter the Empire. While the whole Empire is suffering from a famine, only your hometown's victims receive your kindness. How's this fair to the rest of the refugees? Is this really the time to discuss fairness? Your Majesty, every life saved is a precious one. I know that, but the famished common folk don't. They'll think I don't care for them, and that only you do. But I do care. I do. Which is why you cannot be soothing relief with kindness. You must be the one who declares himself king of the hill as he prepares his army while the kingdom is weakened. That is what... You must be the one who declares himself king of the hill as he prepares his army while the kingdom is weakened. This is why I must kill you. Don't you get it? Your Majesty, history will judge us all. Oh, I'm gonna die now. Grey Knight, my most trusted one. I believe in no one but you. And this is how you repay me. You released those traitors. The traitorous army has almost reached this place. If it weren't for you, would they even have had a chance to rise again? I once thought that in this world, there was at least one person I could trust. But it appears that I was too naive. Retainers, do it. When the revolutionaries marched into the palace, I had already packed my valuables and... Wait, this is her. When the revolutionaries barged into the palace, I had already packed my valuables and fled to Penacony. I asked the family to seal my past memories, for they brought me nothing but fear. In Penacony, I became a renowned kind soul. Jeez. So, you remember everything now? Chochik dejectedly looks at you and suddenly starts bawling. Great Knight. Great Knight, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I should not have killed you. I did not want to. Why would I have done those things? I'm not the Grey Knight. I know you're not, but you two look so much alike. What are you crying about? as if you didn't do any of those things. Let her cry. We can wait until after she calms down. She finally quiets down after much sobbing, regaining her emperor-like elegance. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Swanga, executive leader of the Old Empire Dissolution Committee of the Poopsha Republic. I'm his second in command, Illifen, executive vice leader of the Old Empire Dissolution Committee of the Poopsha Republic. That's a lot. We have come to take you back to Stantrell. You have been charged with over 70 war crimes, 13.12 million murders, 127. Forget it. There's too many. This is an arrest warrant. Take a look yourself. If I return with you, what will you do with me? What else can we do? A fair trial and lenient judgment. Be content with your lot, as your subjects have never had this chance. I feel that Penacony has certainly turned me back to my old self. A good person. Should be brave to face her former crimes and stoically accept punishment. I am willing to return with you. Huh, good person. You've certainly got some imagination, and that's good. Grey Knight, I still have a question for you. I've done so much good in Penacony, and I'm now willing to return to my kingdom to face judgment. Will this atone for my sins? No. You got that right. Atonement? How do you intend to do that? You think the tens of millions you've butchered will find peace just because you've apparently made peace for your sins? You think evil will disappear with your death? All a person can do is pay the price, and you will pay for it. That much is enough. But don't think for a moment that your sins will be erased just because you made peace. You are not worthy. Illifen, this is a little overboard, but he's right. Atonement is a fallacious concept in itself. No matter how much good you perform, your past evils and repercussions cannot be easily forgotten. Let's go. Thank you, Grey Knight. Thank you, Nameless. The three of you say your goodbyes and leave the dreamscape. You know that this is your final farewell to Jochik II. Perhaps she's not really a devil by nature. But Illifen has a point. Even though she has turned over a new leaf, does it even matter to those who died by her hand? Maybe I'll get an update on her life when I browse the network in the future. Oh god, that was long. Witness the story of a good person. I need more tea. That was a very long narration part. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, there's 4 more. More. Who's that family? And some street performer. Wait, does this ever expire? Well, even so, I would have 40 days, right? I feel like it has to do with this one. Let me take care of this then.
一切仍如昨日所见。
可以贷款入住哎，
Allie?
而且利息还特别低。
Welcome to the Reverie, dear guest. How may I assist you? Leslie Dean needs help. Huh? Leslie Dean? I know that name. I remember. Isn't that the name of that superstar that passed away? You say he needs help, you mean explain the situation to Allie. You explain Leslie Dean's situation to Allie. Naturally, you exclude a few details for your own sake. This isn't good. A client clearly experienced an irregularity, to the point that they would describe it as forgetting how to wake up. I shall inform a member of the family staff. I'm sure they will handle this situation appropriately. Thank you very much for providing this information. Are you about to see the Bloodhound family? I have a bad feeling about this. I should return to the dream and check on Leslie. I think this will be the last one I do, and then I will take a break. I've been talking all day, which is not usual.
一切仍如昨日所见。
Here we go. Ah! Help! Help me! Someone's calling for help? Let's go and take a look.
It's Leslie. Someone's trying to take Mr. Leslie away. These thugs came out of nowhere and came rushing down the street. They just took him away without saying a word and they ran that way. I'm begging you. You have to help him.
Well-deserved break. Wow, thanks, Trex. Who are you? What do you want? This is a dream. You can't just take things you steal in a dream back to reality with you. Are you sure this is the anomaly? I'm certain. His existence here has already violated multiple conditions in the dream agreement. Why does he have like streaks on him? Understood. Understood. Begin the removal process. What are you doing? This is bad. I have to stop them. Who's this? It doesn't matter. Interfering with family enforcement is a breach of the dream agreement. They must be removed along with the anomaly.
周而复始，你没意识到事态严重。
乾陵已现，苍龙着世。哼！
你思过吧？优美的姿势。优抚判罚，命儿狮王敕令再次成书。
So strong.
天虹奔涌，哼！起！
我代判罚。
Oh, I thought it'd be 2 rounds. I'm in your debt. If you hadn't rescued me, I don't know what they would have done to me. Before you arrived, I overheard them mention a room number. 1007. Could that be the hotel room I entered the dream from? Also, they kept saying something about a dream anomaly. What could that mean? I don't know how to wake up and I can't remember the room number I entered the dream from, so maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe they were here to wake you up? Really? I wouldn't be so certain. If that were the case, why would they be so violent? Family would not normally treat guests in such a way. I must confess to you, I am very scared. I am scared that I'll be faced with the terrifying reality when I awaken. I'm also afraid to lose the consciousness that I have now. At least now I can see, hear, and sense the world around me. Who knows what kind of changes my body has undergone in reality? Even if I know that this is a dream, so what? This dream world is realistic enough for many people to become immersed and feel alive, isn't it? With every dream comes an awakening. Right, but... Leslie falls silent for a moment. He lowers his head slightly as his slender eyebrows drop. His eyes that radiate warmth and greatness become hidden from sight as his handsome face becomes half devoured by the blue shadows. It would be a lie to say that I was not concerned with my real self in the slightest. Still remember that last time I met you in the dream. I said I wanted to save myself. However, after you left, I calmed down and began to think in greater depth. I began to question whether or not this fantasy of mine really needed to be shattered. I have everything that I could need here. Everything that I lost in the real world has been given to me once more in this dream. Dreams and reality, truth and falsehoods. We separate them so clearly. I'm willing to believe that the person you see before you is my true form. I do not wish to believe that in reality I'm nothing but a deformed body covered in scars. It's your life. It's your decision. Thank you. You really are a dear friend. We just met, bro. Leslie raises his head. Inside his lax gaze, you catch a glimpse of determination. 1007. Room 1007. Perhaps you could find time to take a look at what happened there. If you happen to learn the truth, I shall leave it up to you whether to share it with me or not. Right now, I find myself racked with incessant anxiety. I cannot bring myself to calm down and carefully consider my future. You are my savior, so I trust your judgment. For now, I should find a discreet corner and lay low. I don't want to find myself in trouble again. Okay. Whoa, he's just down the hall from me? That's crazy. Or I think that's my room anyway.
一切仍如昨日所见。
一杯蜜桃苏乐达，姚云，了解。
怎么就没有无糖的苏乐达呢？
我明明放兜里了。
You found it. Room 1007, the room that Leslie Dean mentioned. It is possible that the truth behind the cosmic star lies beyond this door. Maybe he's fallen into a deep sleep from which he can't wake. Knock. Knock, knock. No answer. Try to open the door. Sense that something's not right. If something were to happen to a great man like Leslie Dean, the family would not likely just ignore it. Considering the way the family treated Leslie Dean inside the dream, getting them involved may not be a good idea. That is, if they haven't already taken action. Turn the door handle. Try turning the door handle with only a paltry amount of hope in your heart. The door is unlocked, but there's no guest to be found sleeping inside. Let's go in and investigate. It's ransacked in here. There's a stack of pictures of Leslie Dean on the hotel room floor, and some of them have his personal autograph on them. Did someone really carry this many pictures on their person? You can't help but ask yourself, maybe this cosmic star is just self-obsessed? Wait, what's the achievement I got? Enter the special hotel room in the Reverie reality for the first time. All the sad young men. At first, you couldn't understand why paper checks would still exist in a world like Penacony, but having read what was written on the paper, you understood. Having the string of numbers printed on each note especially was a sign of the family's dwindling patience. The guest staying in this room is already nearly 2 weeks behind on payments. It seems that the family's attitude in treating overdue guests is more lenient than you imagined. Is Leslie Dean's situation already so dire that he can no longer afford the room fee? This would not be surprising, as news about stars going bankrupt pops up in the IPB project, IPB almost daily. There's a movie playing on the television. Quick cuts and dazzling special effects quickly overwhelm your senses. After a series of shocking scenes featuring exploding warships, a close-up of Leslie Dean's handsome face takes the screen. Seems that he's playing a warship pilot. Likely a heroic figure that played the critical role in a long-drawn-out interstellar energy war. Someone whose name people remember well. See his name in the subtitles. Captain Cromwell. In this tense showdown, he seemed to be engaged in a war of words with a sly IPC elite. Watch attentively for a while. Ooh, a chest.
都归你吧。
There's a first floor? Oh. Let's see. Odd! Oh, thank you. There's an envelope in the bottom of the dream device with no signature or markings on it. You slide your fingers inside the already torn open envelope and pull out a yellow tinged letter. The letter is covered in dense, scribbled writing. It took a while for the Synthesia beacon to be able to translate it. Synestia. To the loyal fans of Leslie Dean. Leslie Dean's Rebirth Project. Thank you all. Thank you for accepting our invitation. I'll explain all the details and steps that the Leslie Dean's Rebirth Project entails. We'll raise enough money through crowdfunding to purchase his memory storage from the Epsilon Merchant Guild. Conduct a thorough study of his memory storage to ensure every participant has an in-depth understanding of his personality, character, and life. We'll visit Penacony and create a synesthesia dreamscape. With the dream technology there. By drawing from his memory storage and our impression of him, we'll reconstruct the body, mind, and spirit of the cosmic star in the dreamscape. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all witnesses to his short-lived yet scintillating career. His sudden demise has left us all devastated. If you feel addicted about his fate, join the Rebirth Project. We'll have the opportunity to make up for the regrets and bring Leslie Dean back to his brilliant life. So he's a fake! There's a lot of information here. Let's summarize the main points. The person that lives here is not Leslie Dean. The real Leslie Dean died a long time ago. However, his memories have been preserved as memoria. A group of his fans have found a way to pool their funds and purchase his memories, taking it with them into the Penacony. There they entered the dream as a group and connected their individual consciousness networks to recreate the image of Leslie Dean through the synesthesia dreamscape. The Leslie that I met in the dream, though infused with the memories of the cosmic star, was nothing more than a fabricated fantasy. So, the owner of this room must be... Who is in that room? Is it the fanatic human fan? Panic cleaning lady. Who are you? The gentleman living in this room should have been... he should have already checked out of his room? Did I forget to lock it after I finished cleaning? Where did the guest in this room go? This gentleman has already left Penacony. Tell me, I won't tell anyone. Okay, I beg that you please don't tell anyone about this, or else I know that the family will deem me negligent of my duties and forbid me from ever dreaming again. I heard that this client was forced to leave as he was behind in his room fees. He'd been in Penacony for a very long time, but he didn't look like a rich man to me. Many people are willing to pay any price to experience the dreamscape. They go as far as to spend every penny to their name just to be here. Honestly, this is not my first time seeing a client like this, and I've not been here overly long. I've told you everything I can. If you don't mind, could you please leave this place? I need to hurry up and tidy this room. There are other guests that wish to move in. The client in this room was forced to leave, having exhausted all their savings. With the letter I read before, I could assume that they were one of the fans that assisted in reconstructing the image of Leslie Dean inside the dream. I wonder if this will affect Leslie in any way. I should return to the dream and check on him. Is it just a construct? Something else here, right? I don't know if I'll be restricted from entering again later. No, Trex, you lost again. Little me, thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay here.
一切仍如昨日所见。
I'm gonna take this. Is him? Yes. You've returned. I was hoping that I could muster more of a friendly attitude, but I don't know why. I've been feeling dazed and nauseous since what happened before. I just can't seem to muster any energy. I hope you can understand. Don't worry. In my hometown, we believe that the ability to be empathetic to others is a gift bestowed by the gods. I would wager that this is a gift you've had since birth. The fact that you've come back to see me, does that mean they have come to some understanding of my situation in reality? Please, tell me the truth. I think I'm ready to accept it, no matter how hard a reality it is to accept. You tell Leslie the truth. He's just a fantasy created by a group of crazed fans, and the true cosmic star has long since passed. You mean I don't actually exist? Leslie's once glistening eyes suddenly lose their brilliance as his face fades from the color of golden wheat to pale and then to pure white. Veins on either side of his graceful neck begin to protrude as his pulse becomes visible to the naked eye. You suddenly realize that this moment of despair weighs on him as heavy as a century of suffering. But his downtrodden demeanor does not last very long. Just as the last glint of light is about to fade from his eyes, a new flame kindles in his pupils. Thank you. The truth was extremely important to me. I understand now why those memories that were supposed to belong to me felt so distant and strange. I finally understand. I am the Leslie Dean that exists inside other people's ideals, yet I am far from being the man himself. The reason for my existence is to take his place, but I could never become him. Many people are still paying the price to maintain the existence of this body of mine. They are paying with their finances, time, lives, and even their selves. However, I wish to know, do you think that treasuring the memories of someone who has already passed is worth such a lofty price to the living? No. I know you would feel the same as I do. Though I do not wish to sit idly by. It is not my personal will that I would appear in this place. Though I could not decide when I came. I would like to make my own decision on when I go. Would you help me once more? I wish to summon the people that created me. No matter how sweet the dream, delving in too deep will only lead to suffocation. I should help them face their reality. Sure. Number 2. Wait. Yeah, number 3 actually. Third story. Now we have like this. Leslie's mind maze. This is my... No, that's not right. This is a world constructed by Leslie followers. This is where they created me. This is the so-called synesthesia dreamscape. Being in this place, I feel like I'm looking into a mirror. However, what this mirror reflects is my internal organs. It allows me to see my own soul up close. But if I look closely, all you can see is void. A true soul cannot simply be created from thin air. My apologies. I'm complaining without reason. It is time for us to go and liberate those souls that truly do exist. Much stories in the game. A lot. So much. Robert, what stands before you is a simple hotel room door. However, you have a strong feeling that what lies beyond this door is far from a simple room. Robert. That is the name of the master of this space. Let's go inside. I'm prepared to face my creator. Push open the door. We're back in this area. Oh, they're children?
Great news, Robert. Green-eared Josie got a hold of a source for ancient dreams of distant stars. For real? Where'd he get that? Is it high def? It's 16K res. At least that's what he said. Well, you wanna rent it? I don't have any money at all. My mom cut off my allowance ever since she caught me secretly renting tapes last time. What? What's wrong with liking movies? Plus, this is Leslie Dean's debut work. Mom has no taste at all. Don't worry, I'll cover it this time. Come to my place after school next time and we can watch it together. Thank you, Harry.
Robert. I feel like our senses were linked for a moment then. His home planet is on an impoverished land that has been under IPC sanctions ever since the Interstellar Energy War. The only way that they're able to watch movies is by renting tapes from smugglers at a high price. Harry is Robert's best friend, and he's like an older brother to him. I can sense that Robert relies on him greatly. Keep watching. Oh, you're old now. You need to accept reality, Harry. Harry is not here, Rob. Harry's not here anymore. We have so many films we haven't watched together. Purple Rain. Harry's favorite movie is Purple Rain. We promised one day we'd meet the real Leslie Jean and get an autograph from him. Wake up, Rob. We live in a world without hope. These concepts of interstellar travel and cosmic star have nothing to do with us. I'm trying to keep you from those things because... No, I don't want to hear it. I want to leave this place. I want all of this to be gone. You don't understand what makes something beautiful. None of you understand. Only he does. Harry, so optimistic, ever strong, but also so ill-fated to have his life cut short by an accident at his age. Having lost his best friend, Robert was on the verge of collapse. He felt anger and rage towards everything around him, just injustice and despair. So he began to search for a way to escape. In doing so, he found me. Keep watching. A picture of two people together. Robert and Leslie Dean. Leslie's face is adorned with the expression you would expect from a huge star. Bright, confident, and just the right amount of pride. Standing next to him, Robert appears dry and plain. He's by no means unattractive. It's just that standing next to the great Leslie Dean in his prime, he seems unremarkable in comparison. Robert's mouth is slightly upturned at the corners, as if he's trying his hardest to give a satisfactory smile to the person behind the camera. But his empty eyes betray him. He's drowning. Robert was able to leave his hometown, albeit using methods that he would not easily share with others. He began a journey of losing himself, trying to find the Leslie Dean that exists in his ideals. What he never realized was, though he thought he had been fighting back all this time, he was really just running away. Harry. His lost friend has been haunting him this whole time. He thought that if he only found me and fulfilled their dream, then the dark shadow of their past would disappear. He locked himself in a world of only Leslie Dean. He could not bring himself to face the true source of his suffering. However, when this bubble that gave him a place to hide suddenly burst, he no longer knew where to go. So that's why he went into this undertaking, giving up on himself to maintain a false ideal. What do you think we should do? We have to make Robert remember. We have to make him remember that light he once had in his life. In his story, I am no more than a scapegoat. We have to allow Harry to become Robert's star once more. Please, help him. Ow. Take a photo of Robert and Harry together. Oh, okay. Turn off the TV and change the photograph on the table. There's a clip of Leslie Dean being interviewed by a famous talk show host playing on the television. You can't hear their conversation clearly, but you can see two people with beaming smiles. Their dancing eyebrows and upturned smiles are proof that their joy is not manufactured in any way. Turn off the television. The moment you press the switch on the television, Leslie Dean's soothing voice comes to a sudden stop and echoes in the void around you, before disappearing entirely. The silence that now covers his spiritual space suddenly feels like a deafening clamor. I feel a little lonely on Robert's behalf, but for the sake of himself, he must bear and process this loneliness by himself. The TV is still on. What the heck? Gently, you remove the picture of Robert and Leslie from the table and replace it with that of two young childhood friends. You're aware that no matter how much noise you make in this space, it is unlikely to have any real effect on Robert, but you still wish to complete this operation gently and carefully. That should be enough, right? Even if the beginning of this process is painful, I hope he can recall his childhood friend and remember who is truly important to him. As for whether to move forward or continue to wallow, we cannot make that decision for him, but at least we have given him the opportunity to truly face what he feels inside. I hope that he can reclaim his life. There may be a way for us to test the results. The greater the effect of our results, the weaker the foundation of this body should become. When the time comes, I should be able to feel the effects of our actions. Let's go. There are others waiting for us. I think it should be 3 if like those 3 fans are supposed to be those people. Jillian. Jillian. That must be this fan's name? Let's go. Let's see what happened to her. It seems that I have already dominated her entire world. All of those standing there are her imaginings of Leslie Dean. That's insane. I can remember certain moments. They were truly uncomfortable. I remember crazed fans hiding on unexpected street corners, spying, taking secret pictures, sending messages that would chill you to the bone. This is the burden that stars and public figures must bear. Though a lot of people think that these byproducts are nothing in comparison to the fame and wealth that they enjoy. It seems that Miss Jillian was also one of those crazed fans once, fanatical to the point that she still continues to maintain this version of me even after I'm gone. I wonder if she has even realized that the sick love has begun to destroy her life. Let us awaken her. I just talked to one of them? I would give anything for him. My money, my life, my ideals. Destroy the fantasy. Such heavy emotions. What do you expect as a response to this, Miss Jillian? A person who could abandon anything for their idol, including the very cornerstone of human life. Dignity, if I am frank. Someone like this, they only fill me with fear. No one should live a life like this. You should work to try and reclaim the things in life that are truly yours, Miss Jillian. I would give anything for him. My money, my life, my... Anyone who slanders the name of Leslie Dean is my enemy. There are villains that must be eradicated. It is not easy to differentiate between criticism and slander. I have been lost in the waves of those two voices before too. This is a lifelong lesson, one that I have never fully grasped even until the end. But I did come to understand one thing. Those slanderous voices outside had not been a personal attack on me for a long time. They gradually evolved into a vicious cycle of perpetual opposition, a battle that was destined never to have a victor. I no longer care about this baseless slander, Miss Jillian. I just want to bring this cycle of sadness and malevolence. Anyone who slanders the name of Leslie Dean is my enemy. They are villains, and they... Leslie Dean is perfect. He has no flaws. Absolutely none. Sorry to disappoint you, Miss Jillian, but no one is perfect. My shortcomings and weaknesses are piled up high in a corner that you just cannot see. I have made too many mistakes in my life to count, and they have all become meticulously hidden skeletons in my closet. But they are still a part of me. I cannot shy away from their existence. I hope that everyone's imperfections can be understood. After all, if we all live under a magnifying glass every day, sooner or later we'll be incinerated by the rays of the sun. He's mine. He's mine. Mine. What's wrong, Leslie? I think we have found the source. I can sense it. A powerful desire that came pouring from the base of our heart. It's powerful, a terrifying desire for possession. The roots of the desire have grown too deep. I will not be able to handle this alone. Will you take action? The negative memes affecting Miss Jillian have grown so powerful that we will only be able to dispel them with an even greater power. I'm ready. Sometimes violence is the only way to combat something that does not respond to logic. Mine. Mine. Be careful. It is extremely aggressive. He's mine forever.
你思过吧？周而复始。
天虹奔涌，哼，破！乾陵以息苍龙浊世，
有趣吗？还要抵赖。我待判罚。生命优抚判罚，狮王敕令再次成书。
Sometimes violence is the answer against logic, is what he said. If logic doesn't work. I
都
love.
有被风吹落的那一天。
天虹奔涌，哼，起！
Well, that was easy. I thought there'd be like multiple rounds. I hope we've done enough. When it comes to Miss Jillian, perhaps this was the only method to open her eyes. I'm sure that many people have attempted to lecture her in the past. I imagine she's long since become numb to reason. In the spiritual space, Leslie suddenly falls backward. He staggers and stumbles a couple steps before forcing himself back on his feet. Are you okay? I'm fine. Thank you for concern. I can feel it. The foundations that compose this body are gradually collapsing. I think this means that our work has not been in vain. Let us continue to the next location. I imagine someone else is waiting for us. Jillian? Jillian looks towards you, her face awash with loss and bewilderment. But she nodded slightly thereafter as a gesture of gratitude towards you. From this moment on, her life began anew. Oh wait, we didn't talk to Robert before we left on the first one. Oops. I don't think we can go in there anymore even. Flora. I wonder what kind of life this woman has lived. Let's go. Wait. Flora. What a beautiful name. Must just be someone with the same name, surely. Sorry, this name just seemed to rouse my... my memories. Let's go. We must be quick. I don't know how much longer this body can hold on. Laura, it's really her. Who is she? She's my former assistant. But why would she... I never thought that she would have such a strong obsession. There must be more than meets the eye here. Let's take a closer look. Hello? Mr. Dean! Come, let me introduce you. This is Flora, our company's most promising young worker. From today forth, she will be your personal assistant. Eyes are even more mesmerizing in person. Mr. Dean, hello. I look forward to learning from you in the future. So she's a crazed fan that ended up getting close to him and working for him. So she's probably been plotting this all along. Okay. It's a pleasure, Miss Flora. You really are a charming young lady. I'm sure we will work wonderfully together. Mr. Dean, I will have Flora accompany you for tomorrow's shoot so she can get used to the working environment. You don't mind, do you? I will work my hardest. I will not let you down. Hey, cool, Flora, you must stay professional. Yep, she is a crazed fan from the beginning. Mr. Leslie, are you hungry? Would you like something to eat? Leslie seems exhausted. Mr. Leslie? I'm not hungry. But you haven't eaten anything all day. Perhaps this is a bad time. I told you I'm not hungry. Can you not hear? The shoot was scheduled for 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'll contact the crew and have them push it back. Today's your birthday. Please make sure you get some rest this evening. Mr. Dean, good night. Huh? Derp! Derp. What's wrong, Flora? Why are you crying? Bobs. Don't keep this bottled up. You can tell me anything. I mustn't complain. I'm his assistant. I'm fine. I'm honestly fine. Lately, you've been looking sad. Did something happen at work? Honestly fine, Lisa. Don't worry about me. Do not harm his image. Hi, Dirt. Didn't you mention a cake store that you liked before? How about we go and check it out this afternoon? How's your Honkai Star Rail going, Dirt? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Give us a smile. Where's that bubbly, happy Flora we know and love? told you everything I needed to. Now at this crucial juncture, I'm not even sure what to say. Leslie. Ah, I see. Laura, you know, don't you? After this tour, I'll be switching agencies. Leslie. Idiot. Idiot. Of course I do, Mr. Dean, but at least for today, I'm still your assistant. I was wondering, would it be possible? Mr. Dean? Idiot. Forget it. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Every adventure must come to an end someday. Take care of yourself, Laura. He was gonna ask her to continue to be his assistant. Thank you. You take care of yourself too. I love you, idiot. Yep, parasocial fan. May we meet again, Mr. Dean. People's emotions are complicated. They are. That they are. In life, is there anything more painful than missing a chance? This is all my fault. I was slow, unreasonable, obnoxious. Thankfully, it seems fate has gifted me a second chance. But my body no longer remains. I still have the opportunity to change something this way. I wish to speak with Flora. I will not miss out again this time. I must not waste her life on a memory. These wounds that were once caused by Leslie Dean, I will now sew them shut myself. Flora. Mr. Dean, why are you still here? Your flight is about to take off. If you don't hurry. Relax, they won't leave without me. Have you forgotten who I am? Causing trouble again, I see. Don't fret about such small things. More importantly, do you have something that you want to say to me? Mr. Dean, please don't make jokes like this. The flight is about to take off and everyone is waiting for you. If you keep acting like this... No, Flora, I will not go. Tonight I will bid farewell to a woman. This woman has played an irreplaceable role in my life, even if she does not know it. Kind, meticulous, patient, she has more good qualities than I could ever list. With her by my side, my life could not have been smoother. She took on the weight of my responsibility so that I could continue to focus on my own career. I took everything that she did for me for granted. Only after all this time did I realize how childish and idiotic I was. I hope that she can forgive me for this. But there is something more important than all this. If I had not turned back, if I had never had this conversation, her life would fall to the depths and I will personally have caused her unhappiness. I would never forgive the version of myself that would do this. So Flora, I will not leave until you unravel the knot that is consuming you from within. Leslie, you idiot. You really are. I always loved... No, that's not right. I will always love you. Hana, I have realized something. May I share it with you? I'm listening. There was a moment just now. Suddenly felt like all my problems that had been bothering me before were no longer important. Was it Flora that helped you realize this? I think so. Who am I? This question has been following me since the moment I first took this form. When I was reading Flora's memories, I felt like I was inside a painting for the first time. Her words and emotions truly shook my heart. At that moment, I finally believed I no longer need to doubt my own existence. I am an extension of the life of Leslie Dean. I'm composed of Leslie Dean's memories, along with people's ideas and impressions of him. I have started to feel that these two things are enough to form a person. Make me, me. I no longer need this hollow body to prove my existence. Thank you. Without your help, I would have never have been able to do any of this alone. Let us leave this place. I'm feeling tired. Oh wait, that was it? Where is she? Oh, I guess he did have a crush on his personal assistant. Why was he swapping agencies then? How's your throat after 4 hours of non-stop narrating? Yeah, this is the last quest I'm doing. Yes, that is the emo dial, and yes, I did have no choice in the matter. We're back. Leslie's voice is growing weaker. His skin and clothing slowly growing as transparent as light muslin. The cityscape of Penacony reflected on his body, half illusion, half true. No blood or bones could be seen under his skin, only candles and starlight. Body feels so light, so powerless. Mind, I feel it growing thin. Senses are becoming dull. You're disappearing. The dream is over. But I don't know why I feel at ease. I never felt this peace of mind inside the dream world like this. I feel like I can see myself. The Leslie Dean inside my body. It's as if he's smiling at me and saying well done. Strange to say it. I was so scared before of losing myself, but ever since you told me the truth, I've gained the courage to let go. After experiencing all this with you, I feel even more determined. I know that I've done the right thing. Can I ask you a final question? Sure. In the future, after I disappear, how do you think people will remember the name Leslie Dean? He's a noble man. Leslie Dean, man with the heart of gold. Leslie Dean once lived, unable to make his own decisions, and also made many decisions that he regretted. Though he was surrounded by fame and fortune, his kind heart has never changed. I should be grateful to those people that used the dreamscape to create me. They gave me their passion and their lives to create me. It was my duty to repay them and help them move on. They created an opportunity for me and allowed me to give Leslie Dean's story a greater ending. After experiencing all this with you, I feel like I've truly lived. Even if I am wrong, this is something that I will treasure above all. We may never meet again, but I pray that the gentle universe blesses your every breath, my friend. My favorite movie is The Mint-Colored Galaxy. If you get an opportunity, I hope you'll watch it together with the one you love. He's still here! East of Eden. Okay, probably when I leave, he's gonna disappear. Wahoo! That was so much story today. Look, my quest log no longer has a scroll bar. And this is now free. I think I have. Oh wait. How was this glowing? I don't know why this is glowing. Oh wait, achievement. Witness the story of a fleeting cosmic superstar. I have like 4 more quests that I'm aware of in this area. Maybe. According to the Dream Pass completion stuff. I just have to locate some of these. Okay, you know what? We'll save it for later. Okay, I'm gonna end here because I streamed a lot today.